Chris, Mayor LaToya Cantrell is blasting city council members for holding public hearings into the Hard Rock collapse.
Yeah, that's the topic of this week's commentary by Eyewitness News political analyst and Gambit columnist Clancy DuBos.
In the absence of reliable information, people tend to assume the worst. That's a lesson Mayor Cantrell should take from the Hard Rock hotel collapse. The mayor complains that city council members have no business holding public hearings on the tragedy, but the council is only responding to citizens' demands for transparency. Cantrell says her administration has taken the lead in responding to the catastrophe, and certainly everyone must defer to local and federal investigators. But to accuse council members of politicizing this tragedy or violating her confidences is just plain wrong. Instead of blaming others and whining about media criticism, the mayor should give citizens more information more often. No one would criticize her for that.
This has been an expression of opinion by Clancy DuBos. Email your thoughts to commentary@WWLTV.com.